had two goals in life, and that is to be the CEO of Cox Health and to be on the Drury Board of Trustees by the time he was 45. And he accomplished that.
Now Steve is a Drury trustee. He has given so much to this campus. He's made speeches. He's not only supported the university financially, but with his leadership on the board. So we're really blessed to have him.
The number one characteristic, or the number one value I guess I would relate, is his integrity. He literally reeks with integrity. It is absolutely beyond reproach, and his ethics, his integrity is, I think, the strongest character of his leadership. But there's no question in my mind that he embodies those values that Drury stands for, and in fact, I think in many ways he's the poster child for that character and those values of Drury University.
She's had an awesome career. She's done extraordinary things in her studies of the role of hormones in sexual behavior and in stress. She's published amazing numbers of papers on the field, books in the field, rose to professor at several universities around the country, and most recently was appointed as director of the Kinsey Institute. That's a very prestigious appointment and a very prestigious school or institute for studying sexual behavior.
Dr. Carter's application was so impressive. Her whole career, from the time she left Drury to date, and what she's done in her field and in her studies is so impressive. And you can't help but look at her resume and realize she's done so much work and so much help and so much research and time and study. It's mind-boggling to really sit back and think about how she's dedicated her life in her field, and she's an extremely worthy recipient and a great example of a Drury education.
The numbers of papers that she's written, positions that she's held, the awards that she's received have all recognized her accomplishment. It's really a full lifetime achievement of accomplishment.
She was concerned that there were no special classrooms or really no special attention for students who had learning problems. Most of the students with learning problems are very bright. It's just that something is an impediment for their ability to learn. And she established classrooms in Springfield.
After she started this Easter Seal School, she started the Missouri Association for Children with Learning Disabilities with 2 or 3 other people. She connected it with the International Association for Children with Learning Disabilities, and she helped start chapters in St. Louis, in Kansas City, in Columbia, and she made a huge difference in the way people looked at children with learning disabilities.
She has been an outstanding alum, not only in her community involvement and her support of education and getting people's attention about learning issues statewide, not just Springfield, but statewide. But she is also right at the top of any organization that she belongs to. I don't know how many organizations she's served as president, but I'll bet almost every organization she's ever been involved with, she's been the president.
Well, I remember Adam very well. He was an excellent student, but he was just also one of those students that you like to have in class, in that he was irreverent and smart, and you could kind of goad him a little bit, and then he would kind of give as good as he got, and he was just always made class exciting. The other thing I remember about Adam was that his senior year, he worked as a student assistant for a research project that we had. And Adam, probably within 2 weeks, had gone from sort of the student assigned to this group to a full-fledged member. And from that point on, he had full rights and privileges. He was working at the same level as everybody else that was there in the capacity as a faculty member. And again, just like he was in class, he was just a good person. Spending time with Adam was always fun.
Cal is a bright student who is also very inquisitive and very hardworking. And that's kind of a dynamic combination, and I think we've been very fortunate to have her as one of our alums. One of the things I remember about Cal is she was interested in environmental issues really before they became popular or commonplace, partly reflected, I suppose, by the fact she was riding her bicycle everywhere. I don't know how she got interested in China, really became an expert in the Chinese economy, has spent a lot of time in China, I think has the honor of being kicked out of China for something that made the powers that be unhappy there, which is probably a credit to her.
The great thing about Dr. Weimer is also her relationship with Dr. Rolfe, and that relationship has never been lost. That still to this date, the communication they have back and forth and the sharing of ideas that, yes, she was once a student, but now she is a peer, and having that relationship continue and using that, still knowing that Drury is valuable to her today and using it in what she's doing everyday world is a great example of a Drury graduate.
It's been fun to watch her career progress and to watch her develop and to hear the commentary on her daughter, who's now off to college and kind of freeing Cal up a little bit. But it was comical to me. She said her daughter's bright, and I thought, well, it's not too hard to figure out where that came from.
So Tracy and I worked on the Solar Decathlon project, and that was a 2-year project, and it involved over 100 students from 22 different majors, and it was a really great project to work together on. We also built the butterfly garden in Joplin, which was after the tornado devastated Joplin. We went back in there and rebuilt part of Cunningham Park in the park area, and it felt great to be part of that. She has exhausting enthusiasm.
Are you ready?
She has great enthusiasm, and it's exhausting. No, she's fun, she's very positive, and she always imagines the end result before it's there. So she does this very positive manifestation of what's going to be created. I think this is really well-deserved recognition. She has really deep connections to the alumni, and she sees them when she's on vacation. She, meets them, and it's a really great relationship. She's just a good person. She's a great person, and she'll have your back.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congrats.